Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exposing one of the most controversial and morally questionable tactics used in the world of espionage: the infiltration of humanitarian organizations. Throughout history, intelligence agencies have secretly embedded operatives within aid groups, NGOs, and medical missions to gather intelligence, manipulate operations, and achieve strategic objectives. While this tactic offers unique access to critical areas, it comes with devastating consequences, undermining trust, risking innocent lives, and damaging the credibility of life-saving organizations. In this episode, we'll break down how this infiltration works, why it happens, and the long-term impacts it leaves behind. Let's dive into it. The strategy of infiltration. Infiltrating humanitarian organizations offers a covert pathway into conflict zones, unstable regions, or enemy territories where traditional intelligence operations might face obstacles. Aid groups often operate in war zones, disaster areas, and politically volatile regions, providing cover for spies posing as medical workers, relief coordinators, or logistics personnel. Intelligence agencies, including the CIA, MI6, and Mossad, have used this tactic to gather on-the-ground intelligence, recruit assets, and monitor hostile actors. By embedding operatives in these organizations, agencies can move across borders with minimal suspicion, leveraging the neutral reputation of humanitarian missions to conduct espionage. Dirty tactics and consequences. Compromising neutrality. One of the dirtiest aspects of infiltrating aid organizations is the erosion of neutrality. Humanitarian groups rely on being politically impartial to operate in conflict zones. When spies are embedded within these organizations, they jeopardize the safety of real aid workers, putting their lives at risk if exposed. Damaging credibility. Once infiltration is uncovered, the reputation of the entire organization is tarnished. Hostile governments or rebel groups may begin to view all aid workers as potential spies, leading to restrictions, expulsions, or attacks on legitimate humanitarian efforts. Betrayal of trust. Aid organizations depend on building trust with local communities to provide effective relief. Infiltration shatters this trust, as communities may reject life-saving assistance, fearing ulterior motives. This can result in increased suffering and higher death tolls in vulnerable regions. High-profile examples. One notorious example occurred in 2011, when the CIA ran a fake vaccination program in Pakistan to track down Osama bin Laden. While the operation achieved its goal, it led to widespread mistrust of vaccination campaigns, fueling vaccine hesitancy and contributing to a resurgence of polio in the region. The dirty side of infiltration. The infiltration of humanitarian organizations highlights a disturbing moral compromise. While intelligence agencies justify these operations as necessary for national security, the long-term damage to global health, refugee aid, and disaster relief efforts far outweighs the benefits. Innocent lives are put at risk, and the ripple effects extend for years, impacting future operations and the perception of international aid. The fallout and global impact. The exposure of intelligence operatives within humanitarian groups has led to tighter regulations, increased scrutiny, and a higher degree of suspicion toward NGOs operating in sensitive areas. In many cases, governments hostile to Western influence have expelled aid organizations, depriving their populations of critical assistance. In the worst scenarios, humanitarian workers become targets of violence, kidnappings, or executions, believed to be part of intelligence-gathering operations. This not only puts missions in jeopardy, but exacerbates crises in regions already suffering from war, famine, and disease. The infiltration of humanitarian organizations is a stark reminder of the dark intersections between espionage and humanitarianism. While intelligence agencies view it as a strategic advantage, the collateral damage to trust, credibility, and innocent lives is profound. If you found this deep dive into espionage tactics insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future content. Let us know in the comments what you think about this topic, and if there are other covert operations you'd like us to explore. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.